How are you feeling?
Excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Spoke to John yesterday. Had a couple of conversations with Sky as well about the possibility of taking Dundee on till the end of the season. All very positive. Sort of going with Sky's wishes, best wishes as well, and approval, which was important. And of course, then it's down to sorting things out with John and the club, and try to get us out of trouble.
Is this a big risk for you and Dundee as well?
No, it's not a big risk for me. I think it's maybe a big risk for the club, because a lot of guys will think because they've not been in a job before. But I appreciate the opportunity. I'm not getting into anything lightweight. I've been doing the job with Sky now for a number of years, as everybody knows in here. I think most people know the type of person I am, the type of character, the standards that I like to have when I was playing and training, and certainly through my Sky job, the standards that I've tried to keep up. So those qualities I would like to think I bring to the football club. And yes, we're in a poor position at the minute, but equally we're not far off a Kilmarnock, and it's important that we get this squad, which is absolutely good enough. I've seen it myself over the season, and I know what it's like to be lacking in confidence as a player when you're certain of wins and they're not coming. I've seen it myself when I was at Dunfermline, where we would be playing really well, wouldn't take a chance, and unfortunately we concede one, and you go away thinking, how did that happen? So it's my job now to sit with the players and try and get them to understand the requirements that's going to get them that extra yard or that extra wee bit that's going to be enough to see us win games of football, because at the end of the day it's about winning football games.
Is it only till the end of the season?
Well, yeah, it's just to the end of the season and then a conversation will take place between myself and the club. But to be honest, I'm just purely focused on coming in here, having a look at what's available, what's being done, what's been done, what has to be done, and that will take place over the next week or so. We've got a huge game coming up. The good thing is I've got a wee bit of time to see the squad, put some things in motion, and as I said, it's about winning games and getting enough points that gets us safe.
The backroom team you've obviously worked with Jerry McCann.
Worked with Jerry, yeah, worked with Jerry. I know Jimmy from my days. I actually made my debut out there against him. He had a few swipes at me, along with a number of others. So I'm aware of the staff here. As I said, I'm coming in with my eyes open. I'm not coming in with any preconceived ideas of what has gone wrong. I've got my own ideas on the squad and what they're capable of, and really it'll be down to me to have a conversation with those guys tomorrow, the squad on Thursday, and really just start putting things to plan.
Are you surprised at the position that you're in at present, and indeed that the decision was taken to relieve Paul?
Well, I'm surprised at the position they're in, because you do look at the squad. I know there has been investment within the team. I think Paul has been backed. I think he would be able to say that. Paul will be disappointed where the club are. There's no doubt of that. That's without stating the obvious. I think the players will be disappointed, but equally so, you can say that about the other sides who are in fighting around that. I'm not going to disrespect them and say we're much better than them, because they'll be saying the same thing. But it's up to me, and it's up to the players, and it's up to the staff to pull together to make sure that we prove that we shouldn't be in that position, and I'll be doing that.
It's a big job to take on.
It's a massive job.
For your first job, isn't it?
It is, aye. It is. But you know what? I went into Sky Sports having no experience of live television. You don't excel, or you don't be successful. You're not successful at something if you're not prepared to put in. I use 100%, because that's a maximum. You can't go over 100% because that's all you've got. And I've always done that, no matter what I've done. And I've been pleased enough that it's brought me some rewards as a footballer. I'm enjoying the job that I was in at Sky, but this opportunity was just too good to turn down.
How confident are you feeling that you can get Dundee out of this position that they're in?
Well, I'm massively confident. I don't think you can. I'm not going to kid anybody on and say it's just going to be easy, because it's not. There's a lot of hard work ahead, and as I said, there's the other sides in and around us will have that same mentality. But it's not any use speaking here at this desk or saying it's going to be that way at training. The only thing that matters is when you cross the line, and the guys have been close on a number of occasions, not been able to get that win. but all it takes is one to fall and the confidence will rise. The squad will start to take maybe a few more risks. Maybe they've just not been taken, because I know what it's like when you lack confidence. You don't take the risky pass, you don't take the killer pass. You're maybe not prepared to take it in a tight situation just because you're lacking a wee bit of confidence. So it's my job now until the end of the season to try and extract that confidence out, bring it out to the fore, and hopefully that will be enough to get us the points and, as I said, to get us away.
You're here till the end of the season, but
Yeah.
would you hope to stay on longer than that?
See, to be honest, I'm not interested in what happens after that. All I'm interested in these 5 games coming up. I think they're massively important for the club. Dundee are a huge club and they've got a massive fan base. I've seen it now twice, personally as a player, and I know what the club has to offer. The squad at my disposal now, I'll say it again, is more than good enough to get away. And with respect to the rest of the teams and the managers for those teams, we will be given absolutely everything, and it's up to me to come up with game plans and tactics that will allow the players to go out with the knowledge that they need to win a game of football. But we all know it comes down to the players, and it'll be up to them to then carry that out.
Do you think having been here as a player can help you as a manager?
I hope so, yeah. I hope so. I hope the fans know what the club means to me. The reason that I'm sitting at this table and not still sitting in my chair to the end of the season in the Sky setup is because that I've got a love of the club, and I believe that I can make a difference. And as I said, that time will tell whether that is true or not, but that's certainly my belief at the minute.
Brilliant.